Good evening and welcome to Edgerton High School tonight as we get ready for our opening night broadcast of boys high school basketball. Tonight it is an all-Williams County collision as the Bryan Golden Bears square off with the Edgerton Bulldogs. Welcome into the pregame show tonight. Andy Brigle, glad to have you with us. We lifted the lid on the basketball season on Tuesday night with a girls' collision between the Edgerton Lady Dogs and Montpelier, and now ready to get boys basketball underway here on this first day of December. Bryan on the heels of a 5-18 season last year, a second straight year that they did not win a league game, went 0-7 in the NWOAL. They were ousted in the sectionals by Maumee. Brock Homeyer now in his third year as head coach of the Golden Bears. Of course, the Continental grad thinks that now this is the time to see more strides being taken. They went from 1 win to 5 wins in years 1 to 2. Brett Grieser, the striker grad, now in his third year, like Brock Homeyer, as head coach of the Edgerton Bulldogs. Edgerton had a dreadful start to the year last year where they began 1-10, but then went 7-5 the rest of the way and put a scare into the Pettisville Blackbirds in tournament play. That's where they were ultimately beaten. 8-15 is what they went a year ago, 2-5 in the Green Meadows Conference. It's a tale of two different teams in terms of what's back. For Bryan, 6 kids are back, including all 5 starters on the floor tonight. You look at Edgerton, and it's the flip side. They lost 4 starters from a year ago, including a young man that led them throughout his entire high school career. That was Corey Everett, their leading scorer, lost to graduation. So a very inexperienced group, at least to start the 23-24 season. Going to step aside and take our first break. Our Bryan Ford Lincoln conversation with the head coaches will happen when we come back. Brock Homeyer from Bryan, Brett Grieser from Edgerton here on B-Rock Sports. Statistics show that for most crops, pivot irrigation increases yields by at least 100% over dryland farming. Even in areas that get enough rainfall, timing is everything. If it doesn't come at just the right time, you could be losing yield. Maximize your production with pivots and linears from Valley Irrigation. Make the most of your acres. Contact Andy Farnham at AG Irrigation today, 419-212-2528. That's 419-212-2528.
Hello, I'm Paul Rorig Jr.
And I'm Sierra with the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio.
Are you searching for a lasting memorial to honor your loved ones? Let us guide you through the entire process of choosing a memorial with compassion and care.
Come visit our showroom. We have the largest indoor display in the tri-state area.
Fackler Monument Company, where 3 generations of tradition and trust come together.
Visit our website at facklermonument.com. We have been serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Hi, this is Russ Davies with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Community means caring for the people we call neighbors and the places we call home. For the past 100 years, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe has been proud to do just that. In partnership with Central Insurance, we're honored by your trust in us to protect your family, assets, business, and everything that matters most to you. Thanks for being a part of our story. We've provided you peace of mind over the past century and look forward to doing the same for the next 100 years. Learn more at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
This spring, pick your power. Steel fuel-powered equipment delivers proven performance and efficiency, and the Steel Lightning battery system delivers the power to do more on a single charge. Get the all-new BGA 45 battery-powered blower for just $129.95, or pick the popular MS-170 chainsaw for just $179.95. Pick your power, and then pick up a Steel. All prices BES SRP at participating retailers.
See Black Swamp Equipment or go to blackswampequipment.net.
And we welcome you back out to the pregame show for our conversation with the coach. And we are talking with Edgerton head coach Brett Grieser. And, well, Brett, as we get set to tip off a new season here tonight, looking back at the summer, the fall workouts, their scrimmages, all that stuff, have you been happy with what you've seen from the kids in the offseason?
Yeah, truly have been. I think we got a good group of just committed kids. Our attendance is very good in the summer workouts, summer camps, things like that. We have strong numbers in the program as a whole. Should have a full freshman slate, which is good. But, yeah, we have some very hardworking individuals. They show up, they work hard, they're committed. very proud of their growth, and we're excited to get the year started.
Brett, what are some of the areas you've been spending a lot of time on, maybe preseason heading into tonight, maybe some areas that you've really been focusing a lot of time on?
Yeah, I think it starts and ends at the defensive end, and we want to make sure that we're solid there, night in and night out, rebounding the basketball. We're not the biggest team in the world, but, checking out, doing those little details right. Obviously, as you look back to a year ago, we lost a lot of scoring with some seniors that left our program. And so we've been trying to make sure we get great shots at the offensive end, share the basketball well, and just really make sure, we execute in all areas of the game. It's really been a focus in all areas.
Talk to me about some of your top returners. Maybe, Brett, some of the guys you're going to lean on, especially early in the year?
Yeah, I think it starts there with Corey Herman. Corey Herman's a 2-year starter. Heading into his junior year, he had a very nice sophomore campaign. He's a great kid that works very hard, very dedicated to our program. But at the same time, we got some other juniors coming back, Scotty Cronch, Joe Walkup. We need those guys to be good. They've had varsity experience. Caden Knurk, a senior in the program, and Landon Perry, a new senior this year. But K-Dog, Caden Knurk, as our senior, hopefully can get some good contributions out of him. And then we start to mix in some youth. We have some sophomores and potentially a freshman that we're going to have to give us quality minutes.
Balance-wise, is it a balanced team, and do you anticipate having some good depth as the year goes on?
I think right now, as we get ready to start the year, really the inexperience, and we're not an extremely deep team. When we talk about varsity experience as a whole, like I said, our numbers in the program is very good, but at the same time, we have some inexperience at the varsity level. I do expect, even as we've gone throughout our scrimmages, we continue to grow, we continue to get more comfortable with each other. I do, for things to work well, I think we have to have a balanced scoring attack, and I think we got multiple guys that can make shots. It really just comes down to making sure we take the right shot and getting great shots in the offensive end of possession and things like that. But, yeah, I hope so. That's the goal, is to have balance.
Well, Brett, kind of a two-part question here as you head into tonight's game with Bryan. What do you know about them? And seeing as it's game number 1, how much of it is worrying about what they're going to do compared to, worrying about what you need to do to be successful?
Yeah, I think whether it's game 1 or game 23 in the sectional tournament, I think first and foremost it starts with you and what you can control and what we can do offensively, defensively. We can know a lot about the other team, and we do know a lot about Bryan, but it comes down to us executing and making sure that we run our stuff well, get great shots, rebound the basketball at a high level. We got to control us first. Secondly, Bryan's very athletic. Coach Holmeyer and his staff do a great job. They have quite a bit returning from a year ago. They got some nice size. They're athletic. They're quick. We're going to have to do a good job on the boards. They're big, as we talked. But, yeah, we've gotten to know Bryan a little bit, but I think it starts with us and executing what we do.
Well, Brett, I appreciate the time. Wish you nothing but the best all season long and tonight with the Bears. Appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
I appreciate your coverage and all that you guys do. Thanks for coming over to Edgerton.
Oh, absolutely. Edgerton head coach Brett Grieser. Stay with us. More in our pregame show coming up.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project,
we just want to say
thank you.
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
The Fountain City Amphitheater provides opportunities for families and friends to have fun at many different events. After winning Season 21 of The Voice on Team Kelly, Girl Named Tom recently performed a free concert on the AMP's incredible outdoor stage, thanks to numerous corporate and family sponsors.
With a 5-tier sponsorship opportunity, you can help support this project and all that is to come. Sponsorships promote brand exposure and include unique bonuses with each tier.
To learn more about how you can help provide quality programming at the AMP, visit cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
Are you in need of quality furniture and appliances? Look no further than Direct Link Appliance and Furniture. With Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, and now featuring Ashley Furniture and Jameson mattresses, you'll find everything you need for your home. Plus, their trained technicians provide service on all makes and models of appliances. With unbeatable prices and impeccable customer service, Direct Link Appliance and Furniture is your one-stop shop for all your home needs. Don't wait. Shop Direct Link Appliance and Furniture today.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. See Danielle Van Atta of Danielle Van Atta Agency today. She can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Phone Danielle Van Atta today at 419-636-0408.
And we welcome you back on our pregame show, our conversation with the coach. And we are talking with Bryan head coach Brock Homeyer. And, well, Brock, as we get set to tip off a brand new season here, kind of give us a capsule look, if you will, how things, in your opinion, went over the summer through the scrimmages and the preseason. You happy with what you got out of the kids?
Yeah, I think we did a good job of giving the kids an opportunity to get better, and a lot of them took advantage of it. And we tried to do a lot of, drills and fundamental stuff with most of my guys playing, I think 95% of them are three-sport athletes. Tough to get them, as much as I want, but we did as best we could, and I think they took advantage of some time we gave them.
I know you've got some contributors coming back. So talk a little bit about, has that kind of made it a little bit easier with some guys that are coming back through the program again?
Yeah, this will be my third year, and it's actually it's comfortable. I mean, these guys know what I expect and what I want, and the drills and some of the offensive stuff that we do. So it's been different, where you're not having to reteach and work a lot on explaining what you want. These guys kind of understand what I want. They've been playing for me for 3 years now, so that's been pretty nice.
That's a comfort thing, right? Not only on their part, but your part as well. It seems like everyone kind of comfortable in what maybe the expectations are heading into the season.
Yeah, like I said, it's different. I haven't got, we haven't got to do this yet because, my first year, we're kind of thrown in the fire. We didn't really know. I didn't know any of them. And, it took us a bit halfway through the year to figure out, what everybody could do and couldn't do. And now, we got a pretty good idea. We're still pretty small, but, these guys have had a lot of varsity minutes in their careers, and hopefully they can, take advantage of some of that experience that they've got.
Okay, Brock, where you stand right now heading into game number one, strengths, things that you like that you see that you're getting from the guys right now?
We are pretty athletic. We're not very big, which I'm used to. I am really, really pushing effort and attitude this year. We got to play hard, for four quarters straight. We don't have a deep bench, but we really tried to work on our shooting. We've struggled with offense for 2 years now, with even just making open shots and the easy bunnies that we've been missing that kind of take the air out of us. So we've been really working on that. I'm pleased with the way we're running our offense. The small aspects of the game we still struggle with, but watching these guys get comfortable and grow into grown men and not little sophomores anymore, it's been a fun experience.
All right, on the other side of the coin, and I hate using the word concerns, but maybe some areas that you're spending some extra time on now, maybe some areas of concern that you want to make sure you get cleaned up early in the year.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest concern or issue is our consistency, and it's throughout the entire, it's every aspect of the game. We'll have a really good possession on offense and then kind of, just let it go on defense, or, vice versa. If we can put a couple possessions together, that are perfect or that are exactly what we want, I think, we can make some noise. But until we get, consistent shooters, consistent defense, consistent, not turning the ball over, it's going to be up and down, and we're going to struggle to get places. But when we, put a couple games together, and all five guys, throw a couple games together, I will be very interested to see how we can do.
Well, game one, Edgerton, how much do you know about them? And maybe a better question, Brock, is how much of it even early in the year is more worried about what we're going to do as compared to what we're going to see from the opponent?
Yeah, I'm a big believer in worry about yourself before you worry about your opponent. And, when it's the first two games of the year, you really don't have a lot of film or a lot of knowledge about what's coming. So the confidence, when coming into these kind of games are built in practice. And we've strung together a couple good practices, I think this team, we are good enough to beat, some of the best teams, and we have days where we can, lose to some teams that aren't that great. It just depends on what team shows up. Will these guys, absolutely give it their all, and can we string together a couple possessions that are, positive?
We were talking with Bryan head coach Brock Homemeyer. Brock, we appreciate the time. Best of luck in this matchup with Edgerton, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Stay with us. More in our pregame show coming up.
The weather is turning the corner, and it's a great time to freshen up the outside of your home with Clark & Kensington Paint from Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan. You'll find all you need at Donaldson's, from brushes and rollers to the best paint on the market. Clark & Kensington. It's ultra durable, resists cracking, peeling, and flaking, provides a mold and mildew-resistant finish with VOC, and it can be applied in temperatures as low as 35 degrees. So finish up your painting projects with paint from Donaldson's Ace Hardware in Bryan. Ace, the helpful place.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication, and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
I'm here at Fackler Monument in Montpelier, Ohio, with Sierra and Paul Rory Jr., the new owners. But really, Paul, your family has been serving the area for a long time.
That's right, Tim. We're the third generation, and it all started with my Grandpa George.
Paul, many people are being cremated. Are there memorial options for cremation?
Many people still choose a headstone in which the ashes are placed under the monument and sealed within the stone. There's cremation benches where the ashes are placed in the legs of the bench, and there's also columbariums.
So, Sierra, there are many shapes and styles to choose from, whether a traditional burial or cremation?
That's right, and we understand that it can be a little overwhelming. That's why it's important to come talk to us so that we can guide you with our experience to help you pre-plan. Our experienced team realizes that it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to come visit with us as part of your pre-planning.
Go online to facklermonument.com to see what we have to offer.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Edgerton Forge, located on US 6 just outside of Edgerton, are proud supporters of Edgerton Bulldog athletes. Looking for a new career? Apply online at edgertonforge.com/careers or stop in and see them for an application and tour the facility at 257 East Morrison Street in Edgerton, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Join them as they forge into the future. Good luck and play tough tonight. Go Bulldogs!
Coverage tonight of high school basketball between Edgerton and Bryan, and also being brought to you by Yarger Flagle Investment Services of downtown Edgerton, handling all of your investment needs, all of your insurance needs, and more. Remember, Yarger Flagle Investment Services of Edgerton. Still to come, we'll meet the starting lineups, tell you who's working this game tonight as the officials, and the opening tip coming your way from Edgerton. It's Bryan and Edgerton here on B-Rock Sports.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Your friends at your neighborhood Eden Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Eden, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Eden Farmers Co-op.
You worked hard for your money. That's why we see to it that your money works hard for you, not someone else. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, our earnings belong to our members and go right back to work for you, from better rates to lower fees. We've got the products and people to help you build a more fantastic future every step of the way. Join 14,000 other people just like you who want to do more with their money. Imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Welcome back to Edgerton, Ohio at Dave Schaub Court as we get ready for this matchup tonight, this all-Williams County collision on opening night between Edgerton and Bryan. Time to meet the starting lineups presented to you by Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier, Ohio. For the Edgerton Bulldogs, the lineup looks like this. Scotty Krantz, a 6'3" junior. Maddox Baker, a 5'7" sophomore. Corey Herman, the only starter back from a season ago, is a 6'2" junior. Joel Walkup, a 6' junior. And Noah Weaver, a 6'1" sophomore. No seniors in the starting lineup. In fact, only 2 on the Edgerton roster. For the Bryan Golden Bears, a number of seniors are on this roster, and they will start 4 of them. Maddox Langendorfer, a 6'1" senior. Jace Kepler, a 6'1" senior. Carter Brown is a 6'1" senior. Sam Harold, a 5'10" senior. And the only underclassman in the Bryan lineup is Carter Dominic. He is a 6'1" junior. Your lineups tonight brought to you by Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier for the Tri-State's best selection of monuments. Remember, Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier. The officials working the game tonight who have their eyes on the game, presented to you by Tri-State Vision Center. They are Tim Boyles, Greg Lawrence, and Mike Pappas. For all of your eye care needs, remember the Tri-State Vision Center of Northwest Ohio. As we close in on opening tip, a partial boys score to tell you about. Wayne Trace is pounding Lincoln View after 1 on opening night for boys basketball, 22-5. And we have a girls final from earlier tonight. It is a varsity doubleheader going on in Eden. Ayersville rolled over Eden in the girls game, 54-24. As far as the JV game is concerned here tonight in our matchup, the opener of the night, Bryan knocked off Edgerton 34-23. Also a shout out tonight to all of the Special Olympics athletes, basketball players. They were introduced tonight. There are 2 adult teams and 2 school-age teams, and they got their moment tonight. Also, a proclamation was read by State Representative Jim Hoops honoring Dawson Moore, who made it all the way to state in track and field back in 2022. So just a terrific moment tonight, shining a light on the Special Olympics athletes here in Williams County. As we mentioned, Brock Homeyer in his 3rd season. He is 6-40 as the head coach. Won 1 game his first year, 5 last year, where they went 5-18. One of the goals for Bryan, a very modest goal, they want to win a league game this year. They have put up goose eggs in the first 2 league campaigns under Brock Homeyer. Brett Grieser in his 3rd year, 8-15 a season ago, 2-5 in the GMC. They fell in the sectionals to Pettisville. Bryan lost in the sectionals to Maumee. Bryan lost Evan Cox, Joe Watson, and Aiden Pels. They bring back 6, including all 5 of the starters tonight. Sam Harold is the top scorer back from last year at 10 points per game. Edgerton lost 4 starters from a year ago, led by Corey Everett, Quentin Blue, Nathan Swank, and Caden Pasillo. 6 lettermen back, but only Corey Herman is back as a starter. They played last year on opening night. Bryan survived Edgerton by the final of 47-44. So the conversations are over. We are ready to get this thing underway here tonight. Bryan in their traveling all-purple uniforms with the gold and black trim. Edgerton in the home whites with the maroon numbers. Jumping center circle, Scotty Krantz for Edgerton. For Bryan, it will be Maddox Langendorfer. About ready to get this thing underway here tonight. Tim Boyles is going to throw it in the air, and the 2023-2024 boys high school basketball season is officially underway with the opening tap belonging to Edgerton left to right. Bryan will pick up man-to-man. Baker over to Krantz. Open post cut, not there. Popping out top of the key, walk-up. Touch pass over to Baker. Baker, top of the key to Herman. Herman, right point now to walk-up. There's that open post cut, hasn't been there yet. Noah Weaver gets it over to Herman, and he reins in a three for the first make of the 2023 season. Drills it from the left point. Bryan's first offensive possession. Edgerton going man. Harold to Dominic. Over to the right side to Kepler. Now to the baseline to Sam Harold. Goes low post to Dominic. He's nudged from behind. And the first foul of the evening will belong to Noah Weaver, a 6'1" sophomore. 3-0 just underway here on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton out in front. Bryan with a basketball. Kepler to toss it in along the baseline. Kepler searching. Low post cut down low. Here's Dominic. Powers it up. Little jump hook is off target. No good. Tapped it out, though, to keep it alive. It will be an offensive rebound. Here's Dominic at the high post. Dominic. Jump pass over to the left side now to Langendorfer. Langendorfer hands it off to Kepler, and they'll reset. Edgerton trying to dig in here on the offense, or on the defensive end, I beg your pardon. This is an area that they wanted to see, and they did see strides last season after the slow start. Spin move. Layup won't go that time. On the nice take that time by Sam Harold, just unable to finish at the rim. Edgerton comes down with a rebound. Top of the circle, here's Herman. Right side to Baker. Minute and a half in, 3-0 Edgerton in front. Left side, Herman fires another three off the iron, no good. Scramble for the rebound won by Kepler, but then it's a turnover because he stepped out of bounds. So the first turnover of the evening belongs to Bryan. Throwing it in along the baseline will be Baker. Neither of these teams extremely deep. You heard both coaches talk about that lack of a bench, something that has to develop as the year goes on. Left wing, Herman, being guarded by Kepler. Herman, crossover dribble. Good defense out in front on top of the basketball by Kepler. He'll give it up to Walkup. Now it's Krantz. He'll jack up a three. It's a brick, no good. Rebound to the Golden Bears. Kepler now. Up the right sideline to Langendorfer. Almost drug that pivot foot. 2 minutes in. 3-0 Edgerton with the lead. Now on the wing to Langendorfer. Langendorfer waits on Dominic to cut. Now he's got an ISO against Weaver. Gives it up, though, to Kepler. Kepler on a crossover dribble. Now brings it out in front. Hands to Harold. Harold guarded by Walkup on a switch, and Walkup a little too aggressive with the hands. Will collect the foul, his first. Again, keep in mind, rule change this year. 5 fouls a quarter, and then you go to the line. No 1-and-1s anymore. It's 2 shot fouls, and then they reset at the end of each quarter. So from the far sideline in front of the scorer's table, Bryan to toss it in. Dominic all the way into the backcourt deep to Dylan Koenig, who is checked in for the first time. Koenig across midcourt. Looks right side over to Kepler. Now to the baseline to Dominic. Dominic's pass. Caught. Power dribble charge on Sam Harold. It'll be his first, and it will be the second turnover of the basketball game for the Bears. 5.5 to go. Bryan will use the dead ball to pick up full court pressure now. Herman gets it in to Krantz. They'll clear traffic. It's man pressure. Krantz will bring it, weaving his way up the floor. Now into the lane. Drive, kick. Herman jacks up a three. In and out, no good. Rebound to the Golden Bears. An early 4-1 lead on the glass. And then Harold lost the handle coming the other way. 2-on-1 break. Layup is no good by Baker. Off of a good feed that time by Walkup. And we stay at 3-0. 3 minutes in here in this opening quarter of play. Koenig over to the right side to Kepler. Top of the circle now to Carter Brown. Brown gives it up to Koenig, now to Kepler. High post, it goes to Sam Harold. Down inside. Turnaround jump hook, partially blocked, it's no good. Rebound, Carter Dominic muscles it up, that's no good. Finally, a defensive rebound for Baker and Edgerton. Baker slows traffic now, gives it up to Walkup. Walkup on a spin dribble, nearly lost the handle, tapped it though to Baker, and now they'll swing it around to Herman and reset Weaver, and now he gives immediately to Krantz. 3-0 Edgerton, 4:25 to go in the first. Herman with the only basket of the night. Left side to Krantz. Krantz top side now to Baker. Gives it up over to the right point. Harold is on Herman on a switch. Now Krantz from deep. It's in and out. No good. And Kepler the board. 4, make it 5 of the 6 Edgerton field goal attempts have been from distance. Halfway home here in the first quarter. Multiple subs wait at the table. 2 for Edgerton, 1 for Bryan. Koenig, high right, bounce pass right side to Kepler. Kepler turns the corner, gets in the lane, kicks it out. Brown from 3, no. And the long rebound ricochets out of bounds off of Edgerton. Coming in for Edgerton for the first time tonight, Kellen Sanchez, a 5' 10" freshman, and Caden Knerk, the 6' 1" senior, one of 2 seniors on this roster. Bryan will bring Maddox Langendorfer back in. 6, 7 right now, possibly deep for Bryan. We've already seen Edgerton go to the bench for 2 subs at least. That ball was deflected out of bounds. Bears will keep it. You're listening to high school basketball here on WBNO FM in Bryan. We're nearing the 8 o'clock hour, a little later start because of Special Olympics night tonight, the intros of the teams. Here's Langendorfer, left wing, lost the handle going up. That'll be the 4th turnover of the quarter for the Bears. Walk up, stutter step dribble, top the key to Herman. Around it goes now to Krantz. Krantz just above the foul line, touches it over to Knerk. Knerk now back to Walk up, dribble drive, powers it up, no good. Rebound Bears and Harold. And they will slow it down. Bryan is 0 for 5. Edgerton is 1 for 7 to begin the night. No turnovers for Edgerton, 4 for the Bears. Spin move in the lane. Harold muscles it up, no. Rebound off Kepler, and will go Edgerton's way. Both teams feeling out process here in this opening quarter. And frigid from the field. Left to right come the Bulldogs. Krantz over to Knerk. High right side with a basketball. Both defenses have been fairly solid as well. Now on the left point, Krantz loops it back over to Herman. Herman, dribble drive. Now a little step through, flips it up, no good. And the rebound to the Bears, who are dominating the glass here in this first quarter. Brock Homeyer wanting a travel. Backdoor cut, Langendorfer. Bryan turns it over, though, off the Harold pass. And now on a reach, it'll be Langendorfer who will collect the foul. His first, team's second of the quarter. Both teams with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. 2:22 left in it. 3-zip Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. From the far sideline in the half court, it'll be Sanchez to bring it in. Throws it into the backcourt now to Krantz. Krantz on a crossover move on Koenig. Dribble drive to the foul line. Krantz picks his dribble up a step below. Now shovels it off to Sanchez. High right side to Walkup. On the wing to Herman. Herman just above the foul line gives it up to Weaver. He'll toss it over left side to Sanchez. Sanchez. Bounce pass out in front to Walkup. Good man-to-man set right now. Bryan switching and doing a good job of staying with their man and getting help as well. Here's Herman at the foul line. Herman in the lane from 12. The shot isn't going to count. It'll be steps on Herman, and that's just the first Edgerton turnover of the evening. Subbing in now for Bryan will be Gavin Jessing for the Bears. His first action of the evening. Koenig, high right side to Langendorfer. Top of the circle now. Here's Jace Kepler into the lane. Fouled on the floor. Personal is going to be, I believe, on Kellen Sanchez, which would be his first of the evening. Team's third of this first quarter. 1:37 left in it. 3-0 Edgerton. Bryan 0 for 6. While Edgerton is 1 of 8 from the field here in this first quarter. On the wing and into the lane goes Langendorfer. A pretty spin up off glass, no. Rebound, though, is going to be tapped into the backcourt. Who's the last to get a hand on it? It will be off of Bryan, they say. So it goes down as a defensive rebound to Edgerton. Bears are killing Edgerton on the glass. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10-4 advantage on the backboard for Bryan here in this opening quarter. Inbounds to walk up on the wing. Dribble drive baseline on Jessing, I should say. Reverse layup is no good, but Jessing will be guilty of the foul, and it'll put Edgerton and Joel Walkup at the free throw line. First 2 free throws of the season for boys basketball. You're listening to Edgerton and Bryan here on WBNO FM Bryan. No game for us tomorrow night. We'll be back at it on Tuesday for girls basketball. Eden at Stryker in girls hoops. Free throw is good. Carter Dominic and Carter Brown returning to the floor here for the Bears. Kepler will sit, and so will Jessing. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, defensive board for the Bears and Carter Brown. Now it's Koenig. Koenig across the midcourt. Now they'll give it up to Brown, and over to the left side, Harold. Harold on an open post cut into Langendorfer. Langendorfer, spin move baseline, throws it up, no good. Rebound is going to be out of bounds, touched last by Bryan. Returning will be Caden Knerk for the Bulldogs. Next boys game will come next weekend on Saturday. Part of a triple-header week. Runner, and it's good, but wave it off. It's a charge on Scotty Krantz. Second turnover of the quarter for Edgerton. By the way, it'll be next Saturday. We'll have a girls' game next Friday night, Hilltop at Stryker. And then next Saturday, boys basketball, December the 9th. The broadcast will be Delta at Montpelier, and that'll be an earlier start time. It's a 4 o'clock JV game next Saturday the 9th. Final 50 seconds of this opening quarter that sees Edgerton up 4-0. Bryan basketball. Koenig out near midcourt above the volleyball line. Over to Langendorfer, high right side. Dominic setting a ball screen. Pick and roll into Dominic. Shot on the way, that's no good. Rebound loose. Bryan will get it. Offensive rebound. Koenig on the tap out. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Langendorfer into the key. Stripped on the way up. It'll be off Edgerton. Jace Kepler to the table with 23 seconds to play in this first quarter. It'll be inbounded by Koenig. Gives to Dominic. Dominic left to the top of the circle. See if Bryan elects to hold for one with 17 to shoot. Trying to avoid the goose egg here in this opening quarter of the season. And a foul. Is it going to be Weaver on a hold? If it is, it's his second. And it would put Bryan on the line to shoot 2, and it is. Both of those things are true. Carter Dominic will try to break the seal now as he goes to the free throw line. 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is a 4-0 Edgerton lead. Dominic lets it loose, knocks it home, and the Bears are on the board. Walk up for Weaver. Baker in for Sanchez. One more Carter Dominic free throw coming up. And it's short, won't go. Defensive board for Knerk and Edgerton. They want one. 10 to shoot. 8, and they're at midcourt. Herman with a 1-4 low. Harold on him. 4 on the clock. 3, 2, fires right side wing. No good. It's an air ball, and that will do it for the opening quarter of play. After one here on a Friday night, it is 4-1. Edgerton leads Bryan on B-Rock Sports.
Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer has some exciting news. Not only has Peltz been bringing you the finest in building materials for generations, now they have a new website with a huge selection of items for you to browse right at your fingertips and in your own home. Just go to peltzlumber.com and hit the products button, and there it is. Tools, hardware, lumberyard and building materials, windows, doors, kitchen and bath. Check out the items you need and the prices, and stop by the store in Montpelier or Pioneer, or give them a call at 419-485-3059. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation. United Oil in Ney supplies and delivers home heating oil, farm fuel, diesel, and propane for your home, farm, or business throughout Northwest Ohio with dependable service and competitive pricing. Order your propane or heating oil today for the cold winter ahead. Call 1-800-962-9839 or stop by United Oil in Ney, serving you with dependable service for over 70 years. It's United Oil. United Oil would like to wish all the athletes good luck in today's game.
Welcome back out here. Some ugly numbers in quarter number one. Bryan goes 0 for 9 from the field. Edgerton 1 for 9. Edgerton 1 of 5 from 3. Bryan 0 for 1. Bryan doubling up Edgerton on the glass, 13-6. 5 first quarter turnovers for the Bears, 2 for Edgerton. Jumper from the left elbow won't drop home for Sam Harold, and the rebound to the Bulldogs, a one-and-done trip. Here's Walkup. On the right wing, throws it out right side. The only field goal of the night belongs to Corey Herman. Herman over to Krantz now. Krantz hands to Baker. Baker, top the circle, fires it left wing now to Krantz. Dribble drive into the paint. Fadeaway jumper. Off the heel, no good. Rebound Bears. One and done for Edgerton. Here's Koenig to Harold. High post to Dominic, just below the foul line. Working his way in the lane. Got it to go. Carter Dominic gets Bryan's first field goal of the evening, and it is a 4-3 Edgerton lead a minute in to this second quarter. Here's Knurk. Knurk, right foul line extended. Dribble drive and is bumped and fouled. Couple of options here. And I think they got Carter Dominic. No, 2-3 Carter Brown. Not 3-2 Carter Dominic. On the floor. Again, it's a reset, so that's the first foul of this second quarter. It'll be the first foul also on Carter Brown. Noah Weaver, the only player in any kind of first half foul trouble, picked up 2 personals in that first quarter. So to be Baker to throw it in along the baseline for Edgerton. Bounce pass to Knurk, low on the block. He'll flip it out now to Herman. Herman brings it out in front. Over to Walkup, left foul line extended. Hands into the corner to Krantz. Krantz, pick and roll, gives it to Walkup. Good help that time in recovery by the Bears. Back out to Krantz, shifts it out in front, and Krantz gets it right back from Herman. Now Herman with a cut and a layup, and it won't go. Rebound to Bryan, and then it's turned over by Bryan. And put up and in. So off the steal, the lay-in is good, and that lay-in goes to Corey Herman. He now has 5. And on the attack off that right side, a personal foul on Joel Walkup, and that's his second of the first half. He'll be replaced now by Kellen Sanchez. So Edgerton, out of necessity here, will have to go into their bench. Koenig to throw it in. Koenig doesn't have anybody. Now gets it. Nope, it'll be 5. It'll be a 7th Bryan turnover. So the 7th turnover sends it back Edgerton's way. It's a 6-3 Edgerton lead here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Krantz right side of the floor to Sanchez. Back out now to Krantz. High post to Knurk, just a step below the foul line. Knurk whirling right, now gives it up. Baker flips it around to Scotty Krantz. Krantz near side of the floor now to Baker. Baker high right side, now high on the left to Herman. He has 5 of the 6 Edgerton points. Bulldogs doubling up Bryan, 6-3. Jumper from right elbow, rattles out, no good for Herman. Bears with the rebound. 16-7 edge on the glass right now for Bryan, but they're trailing 6-3. They also have 7 turnovers to Edgerton's 2. Here's Harold on the wing. 5:20 to go here in the first half. 6-3 Edgerton. High on the right with a basketball. Now bringing it out between the circles is Kepler. Bounce pass to the foul line to Dominic. Dominic whirling in the lane. Muscles it up. No good, but he's going to be fouled on his way to the goal. And 2 free throws for Carter Dominic. That foul will go against Caden Knirk for Edgerton, which will be number 1 on him. Dominic, 1 of 2 at the free throw line here tonight. Bryan, a double weekend here on opening boys weekend. They'll be hosting Tenora tomorrow night. First foul shot, no good. Edgerton off until Thursday when they'll go to Archibald. Knirk is out for Edgerton. Walk up back with the 2 fouls. Bryan will shuffle Gavin Jessing back in. And also Maddox Langendorfer. Second free throw is no good. Dominic goes 0 for 2 that exchange. And the rebound to Edgerton and Herman. Herman snaps it ahead to Walkup. Excuse me. Now around to Krantz. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. 6-3 Edgerton. 4-1 Edgerton after 1. There's Baker. Comes topside now to Sanchez. Back to Baker on the left point. Coming right side to Walkup. Walkup to Baker. Baker, hard chest pass now to Krantz. Turns the corner, left side of the lane. Little step through, up and in. Scotty Krantz for 2. Biggest lead of the night for Edgerton. It's 8-3. Bryan has never led. We've never been tied. 4:20 to go in this first half. Backdoor cut. Got it into Dominic from high on the right side to low on the left side. Nice feed by Kepler. And Dominic, who has all the Bryan points, scores. A 3 from Baker is off target, no good. A board for the Bears. Coming the other way, Kepler after the rebound. Kepler into the lane. Now to Harold, rise and fire, triple, no. Rebound Bryan. Nope, it'll be taken away now by Herman, who will lay it home. 7 for Corey Herman. That'll end up being a turnover, not an offensive rebound. 10-5 Bulldogs. Bryan possession. 3:40 to go in the half. Wing left, Harold. Harold gives it now to Kepler out front. Kepler a step away from midcourt. Angling to the right side. Chest pass over to Langendorfer. Langendorfer puts it on the deck. Wanted to go to a spin, not there. Now to a cutting Harold, who lays it home. Good cut by Sam Harold. Good find. That time by Langendorfer. 10-7. Edgerton. Little flurry of points here for both teams. Here's Walkup, left elbow. Gives to Baker. Now between the circles to Herman. To Sanchez. Sanchez comes to Baker. For that connection in Edgerton lore before. Their dads played with each other. Top of the key now with the handle. It's Walkup. Shoots it over to Baker. 2:50 to go in the half. And a takeaway for Bryan. And on the takeaway, we're going to get a hold and a foul on Edgerton. It'll be Scotty Krantz's second. So Krantz, Walkup, Weaver with 2. 3 fouls on Edgerton in this quarter, only 1 on Bryan. Dominic will take a seat. It's Langendorfer, Kepler, Jessing, Harold, and the newcomer on the floor for this time is Carter Brown. Langendorfer right wing, nearly lost the dribble. Shuffles it out in front now to Kepler. His picked up by Baker. Kepler dribble drive. Over now to Langendorfer on a cut. Wild shot, no good. Put back, though, is good. Carter Brown, Jessing on the stick back. Gavin Jessing, and Bryan is within 1. 10-9 Bulldogs. In for Edgerton is Braden Leppelmeyer, and Leppelmeyer nearly turned it over. Leppelmeyer to the right side of the floor now. Things have gotten a little helter-skelter. Sanchez to Herman. Herman below the foul line. Back to Leppelmeyer. Jacks up for 3. No. Long rebound, though, to Edgerton. Their first offensive rebound. Sanchez 3, no good. Another offensive rebound, Knurk, and he's fouled on the way up. Good work on the offensive glass that time by the Bulldogs, and Caden Knurk will shoot a pair as he picks up the foul on Maddox Langendorfer, which is his second. Langendorfer, the first Bryan Golden Bear with 2 fouls. 2 free throws here for Knurk. Knocks home the first one. Dominic for Harold for the Bears. 1:53 left in this first half of play. Main stops in Northwest Ohio. Halftime report coming up. We'll take you through the numbers of the first half. Second free throw won't go. Kepler snares the rebound. Right to left come the Bears. Trailing 11-9. Bryan has never led, and again, we've never been tied. Here's Langendorfer into the lane. Kicks it out for the first lead of the night. Brown, it's an air ball. Rebound put back is no good. And now coming the other way is Herman for Edgerton, and he'll slow the train down. Herman, middle of the floor to Sanchez. He comes back to Corey Herman. 1:20 to go in this first half. 11-9 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Poked away from Knurk. Knurk goes to get it. Knurk steps with a basketball. That will be the 4th Edgerton turnover. 8 for Bryan in this first half of play. Koenig returns, along with Sam Harold for the Bears. And Harold will come get Langendorfer. Remember, he has the 2 personals. Bears basketball. Up, or trailing 11-9. Right side of the floor, Kepler. Now to Koenig. High post to Dominic. He'll face up on the elbow. Now gives to Harold. Jumper for 3. No. Way off target and out of bounds. Edgerton basketball. Walk up and Krantz for Knurk and Leppelmeyer. Inside of a minute to go, first half. 11-9 Edgerton. They've led by as many as 5. Herman, far side of the floor to Krantz. Back to Herman on the wing. Now right point to Sanchez. On the wing to Baker. Flying out high now with it is Krantz off of a pass. 35 seconds to go. Jumper from the elbow. Krantz, no good. Dominic, the rebound. And now Brock Homeyer wants one. He wants a timeout first. We'll spend it with him. 26 seconds left in the first half. 11-9 Bulldogs, back in 30 seconds.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Starks Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Starks Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com.
Andy Brigle back with you here at Babe Schaub Court in Edgerton. Opening night of boys basketball here. It is an 11-9 Edgerton lead as we approach the intermission. 26 seconds left in the first half. It has been a struggle offensively for both teams. Koenig out of the timeout with it. Koenig on the dribble across midcourt, 18 to shoot. Nearly lost the handle. Now around to Harold. On the wing it goes to Jessing. He'll give back to Koenig. 10 to shoot. Koenig showed the ball, had it taken away by Leppelmeyer. But before the takeaway, they're going to give the foul to Leppelmeyer. His first. Oh no, they went against Edgerton, or against Bryan. It'll be on Koenig, and it's his first, so Edgerton will get one more crack at it. 9 seconds to shoot. Sanchez into Krantz. Krantz coming to midcourt and across. 5 to shoot. 3 on the clock. Krantz in the lane, muscles it up, no good. Tip, no good, and that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. Low-scoring matchup here as we go to the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Halftime report, 11-9 Edgerton here on B-Rock Sports.
Knocking Point Outfitters just got in some great ideas for hunting season. Seed heaters and tree saddles. Stop by Knocking Point and try out both of these great items that are must-haves for your upcoming hunting season. Not only can you use the seed heaters for hunting, but they're also great for football games or any outdoor event in the cold. And while you're checking out the great items in the store, bring your bow and have it checked out too. Like Knocking Point Outfitters and see their upcoming events and great in-store items on Facebook. Knocking Point Outfitters, the starting point for every perfect shot.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley and not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Thiel Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Thiel Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Hello, I'm Paul Rorig Jr.
And I'm Sierra with the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio.
Are you searching for a lasting memorial to honor your loved ones? Let us guide you through the entire process of choosing a memorial with compassion and care.
Come visit our showroom. We have the largest indoor display in the tri-state area.
Fackler Monument Company, where 3 generations of tradition and trust come together.
Visit our website at facklermonument.com. We have been serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Statistics show that for most crops, pivot irrigation increases yields by at least 100% over dryland farming. Even in areas that get enough rainfall, timing is everything. If it doesn't come at just the right time, you could be losing yield. Maximize your production with pivots and linears from Valley Irrigation. Make the most of your acres. Contact Andy Farnham at AG Irrigation today, 419-212-2528. That's 419-212-2528.
This is a low commercial. I can't hear the audio for this. Welcome back out here to Edgerton, Ohio. Edgerton leading Bryan 11-9 as we kick off our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime report. Let's take a look at the first half numbers. Let's start individually. For Edgerton, Corey Herman leads all scorers. He has 7. Scotty Krantz with 2. Joel Walkup with 1. Caden Knurk with 1 for an Edgerton total of 11. For the Golden Bears, Carter Dominic showing the way with 5. Sam Harold with 2. Gavin Jessing with 2. Shooting the basketball, both teams eerily similar in that first half. Edgerton 4 of 20 from the field in that first half, so 20% shooting, just 1 of 8 from the three-point line. Bryan just slightly better. They are 4 of 19, 0 for 4 shooting from the three-point line. As far as rebounding is concerned, Bryan jumped on Edgerton right away. They have the edge 21-12. By the way, Edgerton with only 1 offensive rebound in that first half of play. As far as turnovers are concerned, 9 for Bryan in that first half, 4 for the Edgerton Bulldogs. All of it adding up right now to an 11-9 advantage for Edgerton. So as you look at it, Bryan a better job on the glass, Edgerton a better job in protecting the basketball in that first half. And as we said, both teams are woeful right now from the field. It is opening night, so plenty of time here tonight and throughout the season to continue to get better there on the offensive end. Defense at this time of the year a lot of times better or farther ahead than the offense. 11-9 Edgerton, our main stops of Northwest West Ohio halftime show continues after these messages.
This spring, pick your power. Steel fuel-powered equipment delivers proven performance and efficiency, and the Steel Lightning battery system delivers the power to do more on a single charge. Get the all-new BGA 45 battery-powered blower for just $129.95, or pick the popular MS-170 chainsaw for just $179.95. Pick your power, and then pick up a Steel. All prices BES SRP at participating retailers.
See Black Swamp Equipment or go to blackswampequipment.net.
Hi, this is Tammy Bergman with Andrews, O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Andrews, O'Neill & Lowe has cared for our neighbors for a century. We believe when communities are strong, everyone benefits. From your family to your assets, your employees to your business. We're proud to partner with Central Insurance to protect what matters most to you, because you are what matters most to us. Here's to the next 100 years of delivering on our promise to provide peace of mind on good days and when facing the unexpected. Learn more at AndrewsO'NeillandLowe.com.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project,
we just want to say
thank you.
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
The Fountain City Amphitheater provides opportunities for families and friends to have fun at many different events. After winning Season 21 of The Voice on Team Kelly, Girl Named Tom recently performed a free concert on the AMP's incredible outdoor stage, thanks to numerous corporate and family sponsors.
With a 5-tier sponsorship opportunity, you can help support this project and all that is to come. Sponsorships promote brand exposure and include unique bonuses with each tier.
To learn more about how you can help provide quality programming at the AMP, visit cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
Welcome back out here to Edgerton. Our score at halftime is Edgerton 11 and Bryan 9. Halftime activities being brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them. And don't forget about Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday at the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Coverage tonight also being brought to you by Yarger Flagle Investment Services of downtown Edgerton for all of your investment needs and more, and big supporters of Edgerton Athletics, Yarger Flagle Investment Services of downtown Edgerton. Don't forget Tuesday night, girls basketball, Eden at Stryker. Next Friday night, girls hoops, Hilltop at Stryker. And then Saturday, a little earlier start time for boys basketball, Delta at Montpelier. That's a 4 o'clock JV start on December the 9th. The start of our second half between Edgerton and Bryan will get underway when we come back here on B-Rock Sports.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. See Danielle Van Atta of Danielle Van Atta Agency today. She can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Phone Danielle Van Atta today at 419-636-0408.
Attention Bryan shoppers, are you in the market for high-quality appliances and furniture? Look no further than Direct Link Appliance and Furniture. They have a wide selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, as well as service on all makes and models. And coming soon, they'll be carrying Ashley Furniture and Jameson mattresses. Don't miss out on unbelievable prices and top-notch services on everything you need to turn your house into a home. Visit Direct Link Appliance and Furniture in Bryan today.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication, and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
Edgerton Forge, located on US 6 just outside of Edgerton, are proud supporters of Edgerton Bulldog athletes. Looking for a new career? Apply online at edgertonforge.com/careers or stop in and see them for an application and tour the facility at 257 East Morrison Street in Edgerton, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Join them as they forge into the future. Good luck and play tough tonight. Go Bulldogs!
Closing in on the start of the second half here at Babe Schaup Court in Edgerton. Happy to have you with us here on this, not only the first night of boys high school basketball, the first weekend, but the first night of December. And glad to be back here in the saddle for our 31st high school basketball season here on B-Rock 100.9. A lot of great games coming our way as the season goes on, both for boys and girls hoops. Coming out for the Bears, it will be Carter Dominic, Maddox Langendorfer, Sam Harold, Jace Kepler, and Carter Brown, the five that began the night on the floor for Bryan. Edgerton going to have the possession first to start things here. Corey Herman, Maddox Baker, Scotty Krantz, Joel Walkup, and Noah Weaver. Now, as we begin the second half, because they're all out there right now, Krantz, Walkup, and Weaver have have two personal fouls for Edgerton, and Langendorfer with a pair for Bryan. So the second half is underway with Edgerton having it here. It'll be Krantz firing it right side to Baker. Baker comes out in front now to Herman. Both teams have been man-to-man throughout. Krantz comes to get it. Kepler's on him. Herman being guarded right now by Carter Brown. Flashing high walk-up. Touch pass over now to Baker. Bryan has never led. We have never been tied. Biggest lead has been 5 for Edgerton. Jumper from Krantz is good for 2 to start this second half on the wing left side. 4 for Scotty Krantz. The lead is 4. 13-9. Here's Bryan's first touch of the second half. Over to Langendorfer, high right side. Langendorfer gives it up now to Kepler. Kepler top the key. Left wing to Carter Brown. Attacking off the left side is Harold, and he's going to be banged on his way to the basket. 2 free throws for Sam Harold. The Edgerton personal foul is going to be number 3 on Noah Weaver. Sam Harold to the line for the first time. He was almost automatic a year ago, 83%. And just as you say it, he misses it. Missed his first free throw attempt of the year. Bryan, by the way, 1 of 4 at the line in that first half, while Edgerton was 2 for 4. Second offering is good. Harold splits the pair, 3 for him. 13-10 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Bryan, little half-court trap here. Kepler at the point of the 1-3-1. Crossing midcourt, Baker gives to Herman. Right side now to Krantz. Left his feet, found Herman for 3. Got it! Corey Herman drills his second 3 of the night. 16-10 Edgerton. Biggest lead of the evening now for the Bulldogs. Kepler circling on the dribble out in front. Kepler, top of the key. Now right side to Langendorfer. Dribble drive to the foul line. Scoops it now to Brown. Pump fake. Nice diagonal look on the interior, and the layup is good for Jace Kepler. Kepler with his first 2 of the game. And it's a 16-12 Edgerton lead. Krantz touches right wing to Baker, and then a turnover by Edgerton. They were going to set a down screen, and it'll turn into a lay-in for Jace Kepler. Krantz was going to set a down screen. Baker had already released the pass, and an easy steal and lay-in. And almost got another one, Kepler. Baker gives it up now to Herman. Herman left side to Krantz. Step back 3, no good. Rebound to Bryan, and they continue to own the glass. And then on a turnover, though, on the outlet pass, that was thrown away. So you have to give Bryan a turnover there. It'll be Jace Kepler then trying to steal it back, collecting his first. 5:49 left. We're in the third. 16-14 Edgerton. Bryan has never been closer than 2. And a turnover. Soft inbounds pass by Baker, intercepted by Harold. Harold the other way. Harold bullying his way, now finds Dominic for the tie. Too strong. Rebound to Edgerton. Coming out of the pack with it was Krantz. Krantz into the half court. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. 16-14 Edgerton. Topside walk up over to Krantz. Baseline Baker. Back to Krantz. Shows the ball. Dribble drive into the paint. Nowhere to go. Now turns and just fires it up. No good. Harold comes down with a rebound. He gives to Kepler. Left to right come the Bears. 16-14 Edgerton. Kepler backdoor cut. Langendorfer won't go, but Langendorfer will shoot a pair. Pretty look on the back door. And Langendorfer landed a little awkwardly. He's a young man, had a concussion last year. That foul will be Scotty Krantz, and it's his third. Weaver and Krantz with 3. And they'll pull Langendorfer out just to make sure he's okay. I believe it was in the act of shooting. That was the signal initially. So it'll be Koenig who will come in and shoot the free throws. Koenig has not scored tonight. 16-14 Edgerton. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Koenig getting 2. Unable to hit the first one. Kellen Sanchez back on the floor. Baker will sit. For the time being, Krantz stays out there with the 2 fouls. Or with the 3 fouls, I beg your pardon. Koenig brings Bryan to as close as they've been tonight. 16-15 Edgerton. Now it's Sanchez, left alone for a moment. Now here comes Kepler to come get him. He'll give it up to Walkup. Walkup, spin move to the foul line, flips it to Weaver. Right wing to Krantz. Krantz on a crossover move into the lane. Krantz, bounce pass out in front to Walkup. Walkup to the baseline to Weaver. Weaver out in front, now it goes to Walkup, and Herman comes to settle things. 16-15, our score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton possession, and timeout Edgerton. They'd gotten a little stagnant. This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll take it with them. 4:24 left in the third. 16-15 Edgerton on B-Rock Sports.
Clean up your yard with an Ego battery-powered blower, or check out Ego chainsaws or weed eaters to get your yard ready for winter. When the snow starts flying, you're going to need an Ego snowblower, and Donaldson's has them in stock too. Speaking of winter, need to get that RV or boat winterized? Donaldson's has RV and marine antifreeze on sale, 2 for $7. And let's not forget about our feathered friends. Buy one, get one free KT's Birder Blend, Songbird, Nutter Fruit Blend, or Wild Bird Food. Get all your things ready for winter at Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan. Ace, the helpful place.
Both teams with 4 timeouts remaining, so no issue there. 16-15 Edgerton with the advantage on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Basketball to Edgerton on the far sideline in the half court. Herman brings it in. Krantz has it, gets it right back to Herman. Herman, left point to Sanchez. Sanchez rotates, hands it up now to Krantz. Top the key to Herman. Around the horn to the right side it goes to Walkup. Walkup to Weaver. Both teams have been pretty solid defensively, and the 3 rattles out, no good. Herman had a great look. Now in transition, Bryan looking for their first lead of the game. Koenig to Kepler. Kepler now to Harold. Harold a step or 2 below the foul line. Harold to the baseline to Dominic. Dominic whirling, nowhere to go, so he'll go back out in front now to Koenig. High post to Dominic. Dominic weaves it into the hands of Harold. Harold, a spin move in the lane, and Bryan has their first lead of the night thanks to Sam Harold. It comes at the 3.5-minute mark left in this third quarter. 17-16 Bears. Top of the circle, it goes, walk up to Krantz, now over to Herman, left point. He'll touch it to Sanchez. Back to Krantz on the wing. Sanchez fires the three and buries it. It's a short-lived lead as the freshman Kellen Sanchez buries the triple. It's his first make of the season in his career. 19-17. Edgerton as we dip under 3 to go. Here's a charge on Sam Harold. Trying to bull his way to the basket. Guilty of his second foul. 2 team fouls in this quarter on both Edgerton and Bryan. Langendorfer and Jessing back in for the Bears. Herman and Krantz in the backcourt. Weaver, Sanchez, and Walkup remain on the floor for Edgerton as well. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez, high left side now to Walkup. Walkup, spin move, foul line, not there. Hands it to Weaver. 2:35 left in the third. 19-17 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Here's Weaver with a spin and a carry. Third turnover of the quarter, 7th of the night, so pretty good there for opening night. Bryan has 11 turnovers on the night. Braden Leppelmeyer, 5'10 junior, back in for Edgerton in place of Scotty Krantz. Walking it up now will be Jace Kepler. Kepler to the timeline and across. Dribble handoff Langendorfer. Far side now to Harold. Now it's Kepler. Kepler, foul line Langendorfer. Puts it on the deck. Maneuvering his way into the paint. It's rejected by Walkup and out of bounds. It'll stay right there with Bryan. 2:11 left in the third. A game that has had pretty good flow all night long. Kepler in the corner to Carter Dominic. Dominic sees an avenue to the basket. Dominic, a little half hook, no good. Rebound Harold offensively. And he is going to be fouled. Did they say on the floor or on the way up? The foul is going to be called on Caden Knurk. It's his second, and it is in the act. So Sam Harold to the line. He is 1 for 2 tonight. First one, short. 19-17 Edgerton. Late third. Second offering, good. Just like before, missed the first, make the second. 1-point game. Bulldogs in front. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. With the possession is Herman. Here on the left side to Leppelmeyer. Back out to Herman. To Sanchez. High on the right side with a basketball. Flashing high now, Knurk. Knurk gives it up to Sanchez. Edgerton with patience tonight on in their half-court offense. A lot of trips. Over to Walkup. Bryan man-to-man. Aisle flashing high is Herman. 1:25 to go in the third. 19-18 Edgerton. Here's Leppelmeyer, goes to Walkup. Now it's Sanchez. Sanchez comes to the high left side to Knurk. Edgerton turning this offense over and over. Now it's Herman. Gives it up to Walkup. Herman, shot fake. Kepler flies by. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Stays. No, goes Bryan. Edgerton had hit their first 2 and now have only made 1 of their last 5 since then. Bryan, a good shooting quarter at 3 for 6. Carter Brown returns to the lineup. See if Bryan elects to hold for 1. 50 seconds to play in the third. Edgerton up 19-18. Kepler gives to Harold. Harold top the circle, hands now to Brown. Brown weaves it into Kepler. And a traveling violation on Sam Harold. 3 turnovers apiece in this second half. 12 on the night for Bryan, 7 on the night for Edgerton. In a 19-18 game, those numbers are still, especially the number 12, still relatively high. Here's Walkup with 30 seconds. Walkup in the lane, got that ball caught on his hip, and it's out of bounds off Joel Walkup. 8 turnovers now, 4 in each half for Edgerton. Leppelmeyer back in, Krantz is out. Remember, Krantz and Weaver, 3 personal fouls each for Edgerton. Nobody with 3 for Bryan. And another chance to take the lead. Bryan had it very briefly here in the second half, 3.5-minute mark. And then they had it erased. See if they can grab the lead going to the fourth. Koenig out near midcourt. Hand check foul on Sanchez will be his second of the ball game. Fourth, that's the last foul that they had to give here in the third quarter. 11.9 to shoot. So much talk about the new free throw rule that, quite honestly, now in our second game, it's been a non-factor. I think it was just much ado about nothing. We'll see if it comes into play. No more 1-and-1s in high school basketball. 8 to shoot. Koenig between the circles. Koenig going right. Gives to Kepler for 3 at the horn. No good. And that will do it for the third quarter of basketball. Edgerton 19. Bryan 18. 3 in the books on opening night on B-Rock Sports.
Your friends at your neighborhood Eden Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Eden, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Eden Farmers Co-op.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Andy Brigle back with you here in Edgerton as we head to the fourth in a closely contested matchup here tonight. 19-18 Edgerton. Dylan Koenig and Bryan across midcourt. Final tonight, Fairview has defeated Hicksville 55-39. That, of course, a non-conference game. Koenig, Kepler, Harold, Dominic, Brown, Sanchez, Herman, Weaver, Krantz, and Walkup for Edgerton. Here is Sam Harold, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Corey Herman. That'll just be his first of the night. And it will put Sam Harold back on the free throw line. Harold has scored 6 tonight. Just underway here in the fourth. 19-18 Edgerton. 2 shots here. Or now are they going to come together and say it's on the floor? It is a shooting foul. Nope, it's on the floor. So out of bounds, Bryan. Jace Kepler from the baseline. Kepler out to Dominic, his safety valve. Dominic, top the key. Hands now to Jace Kepler. Kepler to Koenig. Koenig above the volleyball line near midcourt. And coming out a little too aggressive. Back-to-back Corey Herman fouls to give him 2 on the evening. 2 fouls on Edgerton here in this fourth quarter. Now we start to keep an eye. Fourth quarter, close game. Again, if we get there to the 5 fouls, no 1-and-1. It's all 2-shot. Edgerton back on the man or half-court man defense as Koenig gets into the half-court offense. Now it's Harold, guarded by Herman. Bounce pass top the key. Dominic over to Koenig. Baseline Harold. Harold puts it on the floor. Harold into the lane. Stumbled, lost his footing, missed the shot, no good. Defensive rebound, Edgerton and Krantz. Krantz in transition, but Bryan was back. Haven't had very many runouts tonight. A couple here or there. This game in a 19-18 game has been played in the half court. Drive, kick, Weaver from downtown. No good. One and done trip as Harold yanks down the board. Still 19-18 Edgerton. Bryan basketball. 6:35 remaining in this fourth quarter. Koenig to Kepler. Foul line on a pull-up jumper. Good. Jace Kepler, he has a half dozen. And Bryan reclaims the lead. 20-19 Bears. Here's Weaver, left point. Weaver funnels it over to Walkup. Near steal by Kepler. Walkup, a blocking foul. It'll be a block on Bryan. It'll be Sam Harold getting his third personal. Walkup was in the act. Walkup 1 for 2 at the line tonight for his only point. First one is good. 20 apiece with 6:13 remaining in regulation. Brock Homeyer bringing Dylan Koenig over for a word. Walkup hit him both. He's 3 for 4 at the foul line. And it's a 21-20 Edgerton advantage here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Sam Harold comes high right now near midcourt to Koenig. Right foul line extended. Kepler now to the baseline. Give and go. Dominic back to Kepler in the lane, and it won't drop. And on the rebound, get a jump ball. Possession arrow, I believe, going to go Edgerton's way. With 5:55 remaining. 21-20 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Final score, Wayne Trace whips Lincoln View 71-45. Possession now to Edgerton. Walking it up. Here's Krantz. Over here to the near side, Weaver. Jump pass down low, and Herman caught it out of bounds. 5th turnover for Edgerton in the half, 9th of the night. Bryan has 12 turnovers. Both teams with 4 timeouts remaining, so both in good shape there. 2 fouls on Edgerton, 1 on Bryan. And again, if you're just tuning in, you get to 5, then it's 2 free throws. No more 1-and-1, no 7 fouls. 21-20 Edgerton. Bears possession. Langendorfer to Harold. Harold into the lane. The runner is good, and they count it. It's a blocking foul. An and-one opportunity for Sam Harold. The blocking foul for Edgerton will be number 4 on Noah Weaver. He has really had no chance to get in any rhythm tonight because of foul difficulties. Krantz with 3 as well. 3 for Sam Harold for Bryan. He missed the free throw again on the and one. Rebound to Edgerton, up 22-21. Little hesitation dribble by Krantz. Gives to Sanchez. Sanchez between the legs. Freshman tosses it now to Walkup. Walkup on the right point, back to Sanchez. Counting down toward the 5-minute mark left in this one. 22-21. Kepler got in the passing lane and snatched one away. Good steal by Kepler. It's Langendorfer to Harold for 3. No good. Rebound Bryan offensively. Coming away with it was Langendorfer, and they'll reset out in front. Bears up 1. 22-21 here on opening night. Down to the post to Dominic. Bodies fall. It was a flop, so that's a good no call that time. Dominic with a finish, and Bryan has their biggest lead of the ball game at 3. Edgerton's biggest lead was 5. Here's Herman. Top side. Herman over the right wing to try to tie it. Krantz for 3, no good. Rebound Bears. Langendorfer rips it away. And now Bryan trying to assert control here. 24-21 Bryan. 4 and change to play in regulation. Kepler above the volleyball line. It was a 47-44 Bryan win a year ago. Here's Harold with a runner, dances in, and we may see a timeout, Edgerton, and we do. Halfway home in the fourth. A 6-0 run for Bryan. They lead 26-21 over Edgerton on B-Rock Sports.
You worked hard for your money. That's why we see to it that your money works hard for you, not someone else. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, our earnings belong to our members and go right back to work for you, from better rates to lower fees. We've got the products and people to help you build a more fantastic future every step of the way. Join 14,000 other people just like you who want to do more with their money. Imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Edgerton basketball out of that timeout they took. Herman in the half court. Herman on the right side in isolation and a hold, a little nickel and dimer on Carter Brown, his second, team's second of the quarter. Stops the clock at 3:46 remaining. 26-21 Bears on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton possession. Sanchez looping it in now to Walkup. Walkup to the right side to Krantz. Krantz, and we have a foul called. Did they get it on Dominic? They did. Carter's first. Team's third. So both teams with a foul to give here in this fourth quarter. 3:41 remaining in it. Sanchez to throw it in for Edgerton. Out to his safety valve. Brown got the breakup, though. Tapped it away into the backcourt. Lost his footing, and it was retrieved by Herman for Edgerton. Herman wanted to pull up top the key. Wasn't there. Now dribble drive to the foul line. That was taken away. He throws it over to Walkup. Walkup, spin move on Harold, and almost lost the handle. Now it's Sanchez from the elbow. Flips it back out in front now to Walkup. Walkup. Stray elbow, bodies go down, Walkup on the attack and the finish. That was just the second shot attempt for Edgerton in this fourth quarter. A big field goal, though, to get them back to a one-possession game. 26-23. Kepler fires left side to Brown. Brown gives to Langendorfer. Under 3 to go in regulation. Langendorfer touches it to Kepler. High post now Dominic. Dominic, spin, power, glass, no. Rebound, Edgerton coming up the floor with it. Dribble drive, Krantz, no good, but he'll shoot 2, and I believe they just got Langendorfer with his third. Two-shot foul, Scotty Krantz has not attempted a free throw tonight. 2:44 remaining in regulation. That was also the fourth foul on Bryan. First of 2, Krantz drills it. 5 on the night for Scotty Krantz. Corey Herman into double figures with 10 to lead Edgerton. Sam Harold with 10 to lead Bryan. 26-24 Bears. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, who's it off of? Goes Bryan's way. They continue, although Edgerton's done better on the glass. A slight edge for Bryan. It was more pronounced in the first half in rebounding. Turnovers have tightened up too. 10 on the night for Edgerton, a dozen for the Bears. Full court pressure, Edgerton. Inbounds, you've got Kepler at the point as one of the 7 seniors on this roster. He's handled the basketball a lot through the years. Langendorfer has it now. Now it's to Harold. 2:25 remaining. Kepler rise and fire 3, no good. Offensive rebound, no Bears. And they'll reset, and Brock Homeyer wants a timeout. 2:20 left in this one, at least in regulation. Bears 26, Bulldogs 24. We'll be back on B-Rock Sports.
Knocking Point Outfitters just got in some great ideas for hunting season. Seed heaters and tree saddles. Stop by Knocking Point and try out both of these great items that are must-haves for your upcoming hunting season. Not only can you use the seed heaters for hunting, but they're also great for football games or any outdoor event in the cold. And while you're checking out the great items in the store, bring your bow and have it checked out too. Like Knocking Point Outfitters and see their upcoming events and great in-store items on Facebook. Knocking Point Outfitters, the starting point for every perfect shot.
Couple of scores to pass along. It was a girls-boys doubleheader. Actually, you throw the JVs in, and they played a quadruple header tonight in 2 gyms in Eden. Ayersville girls defeated Eden in the opening varsity game, 54-24, and the Ayersville boys knocked off Eden 59-45. Here we've got Edgerton, 8-15 a year ago. Bryan, 5-18 a year ago, playing a close one on opening night for a second straight year. 2:20 remaining, 26-24 our score. Bryan out in front with the basketball. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. One important stat, Edgerton does have a foul to give. Bryan does not. Here's Langendorfer. Gives it up to Harold. Harold, left side, Langendorfer. Shot fake. Into the painted area, will back it out. Gives to Sam Harold. About ready to hit 2 minutes, and we do now. Left in this one. 26-24 Bryan. Langendorfer to Brown. Around the horn it goes to Kepler. Jace Kepler brings it out in front. Kepler pushes it over to Harold. Back to Kepler. Now on the right foul line extended to Langendorfer. 1:40 remaining. Remember, Edgerton has that foul to give. Right side to Langendorfer. Langendorfer top the key, Harold. High left side now to Kepler. Kepler gives it up to the high post to Carter Brown. Brown hands to Harold. Guarded by Herman. One-on-one move to the basket with a left hand, no good. Rebound goes to Edgerton. Herman the other way. 3 for the lead. No good, and the rebound to Jace Kepler. And we have a whistle and a timeout. We'll spend it as well. 1:09 remaining. Bryan 26, Edgerton 24. Back in just a moment.
United Oil in Ney supplies and delivers home heating oil, farm fuel, diesel, and propane for your home, farm, or business throughout Northwest Ohio with dependable service and competitive pricing. Order your propane or heating oil today for the cold winter ahead. Call 1-800-962-9839 or stop by United Oil in Ney, serving you with dependable service for over 70 years. It's United Oil. United Oil would like to wish all the athletes good luck in today's game.
Andy Brigle back with you. Quick game recap or reboot here. 1:09 left in regulation. 26-24. Bryan leads Edgerton here in this one. 3 fouls on Edgerton, 4 on Bryan. Again, 5 is the magic number now, and then it becomes a 2-shot opportunity. 2 timeouts left for the Bears. 3 remain for Edgerton. 4 fouls for Noah Weaver. 3 fouls for Scotty Krantz for Edgerton. 3 fouls, Langendorfer and Harold for Bryan. Dominic, Kepler, Langendorfer, Harold, and Brown for the Bears. Herman, Walkup, Krantz, Sanchez, and Weaver for Edgerton. Basketball to Bryan. Kepler across midcourt. Lost the handle nearly, but able to reel it back in and then touches it to Langendorfer. Under a minute to play. Again, Bulldogs have 1 more foul to give. Into the lane. The layup is good. Langendorfer. His first basket of the night makes it a 2-possession game. Herman pushing the other way. Runner with contact. No good. But Carter Brown gets his 3rd personal, and it'll put Corey Herman on the line. Herman doing a nice job forcing that action there to get to the rim. Stopping the clock with 45 seconds remaining. 2-shot opportunity here for Herman. First one on the way is good. 11 for Corey Herman to lead all scorers now. It's back to a one-possession game, 28-25. Second one, short. Rebound. It's going to be off Bryan. Yes, it ricocheted off the knee of Carter Brown. So Bulldogs possession. I think Edgerton might want a timeout, and they do. We're going to stay right here with 44 seconds remaining in this one. Not a bad opening act for the 23-24 season in terms of close all night long. Yeah, offense has been a rumor at times tonight, but this has been closely played. 6 has been the biggest lead of the night in this one. Edgerton and Bryan, 2 timeouts remaining for both teams. Again, one number that jumps out at you. Edgerton trailing by 3. Edgerton still has one more foul to give before it would put Bryan on the line. No fouls to give. 5 for the Bears on this night in this fourth quarter. 28-25. Bryan in front. They've played from behind most of this night. Had a brief 1-point lead in the third quarter. That was their first lead of the night. Then were able to build a lead here in this fourth quarter and get it up to 6. Edgerton answering back. And now it sits at 3. It'll be a sideline inbounds for the Bulldogs. Knoerk to toss it in down near or closer to the baseline, but still on that side. Knoerk still searching. Knoerk throws it up in the air and threw it up for grabs, and it's intercepted, and it turns into a layup attempt, and it's not good by Langendorfer, and then you get an offensive rebound for Dominic. So a 2-on-1 opportunity. Langendorfer missed the lay-in. Dominic able to rip that rebound away. 37 seconds remain. It's Bryan basketball. Another timeout on the floor. Bears are down to 1 timeout remaining. 2 left for Bryan. Edgerton trying to find out where the inbounds will happen. It'll be a Bryan inbounds from the baseline when we come back out on the floor. Reminder, no game tomorrow night for us. Back at it. We have a triple header next week. Tuesday night, girls hoops, Eden at Stryker. Friday night, girls basketball, Hilltop at Stryker. And then Saturday night, boys basketball, actually more like Saturday late afternoon, early evening. It's Delta at Montpelier in boys hoops on Saturday of next weekend, the 9th, 4 o'clock with a JV start time. Edgerton coming back out on the floor with Sanchez, Knoerk, Walkup, Herman, and Krantz. Bryan counters with Brown, Dominic, Langendorfer, Harold, and Kepler. Kepler to throw it in from the baseline. 28-25. Bryan on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 37 seconds remaining in regulation. Kepler looks. On the wing it goes to Harold. Harold, here comes a trap from behind. Harold gets rid of it to Kepler. 30 seconds to play. Walk up, got a tip from behind, and then it's going to be off Brown's hands. It is. It's off Bryan. They didn't have to worry about giving a foul. Good deflection from behind, and it'll be Edgerton ball with 27 seconds remaining. Maddox Baker for three-point shooting comes in for Knoerk. Brown is out. Koenig is in, maybe a little bit better defender. From the sideline in the backcourt, Sanchez. He's hunting down a teammate, throws that one up for grabs. Baker goes to get it, and a hold is going to be called on Kepler. Jace Kepler has his second foul. It stops things with 26 and a half to play. We will go to the end here to our left, the Edgerton end, and Baker will shoot a pair. He has not scored, and he has not attempted a free throw tonight. Big moment here, shooting 2, down 3. 28-25 Bears. Baker toes the line. Lets it fly. Got the first one. 28-26. Bears. One more free throw attempt. Knurk is at the table. If Baker hits it, he's probably coming in for him. But he missed it. And the rebound to Bryan and Kepler. Remember, Edgerton still has a foul they have to get rid of. And Sanchez smartly came out and gave himself up with his third personal. It stops the clock with 20 seconds. It'll be a Bears inbounds on the side. Knurk for Baker. 28-26 Bryan. 20 seconds to play. Half court, sideline inbounds for Carter Dominic. Into the backcourt to Kepler. Walk up giving chase. Kepler into the front court. They got to get a foul. Now it's Harold, and Herman wisely stops it with 14 seconds. Herman gets his third foul. Harold to the line. 2 of 5 at the foul line tonight is Sam Harold. The officials, I think, double checking to make sure it's a 5th foul. And it is. So it's 2 shots for Harold. If he can connect on both, it would make it a 2-possession game. Sam Harold again, 2 for 5 at the line tonight. North of 80, right around 82-83% last year. Buries the first one calmly. 29-26. Bears in front, 14 seconds remaining. 11 for Sam Harold. And I think a lane violation, or are they just going to make sure the ball wasn't in his hands yet? No lane violation on Edgerton. They wanted to swap sides, Krantz and Sanchez. Here's the big one to make it a 2-possession lead for Bryan. Bends, sends, buries. 12 for Sam Harold. 30-26. Token pressure comes into Krantz. Krantz on the push. Krantz a deep 3, right point, rattles it in. Timeout Edgerton. 6.8 remaining. Scotty Krantz hits his first 3 of the game. We're staying here. 8 for Krantz. It's a 30-29 Bryan advantage. That was just the 4th shot attempt for Edgerton. They're 2 for 4 here in this 4th quarter. So now, 1 timeout apiece. No fouls to give. Any foul that would happen in action here would put somebody on the line to shoot a pair. You'll see full court pressure coming out of the timeout here by Edgerton. Maybe you allow a pass to see if you can jump a trap and get a steal. After that, you got to get a foul. As far as guys at the line tonight, Harold's 4 of 7. Dominic is 1 for 4. Koenig is 1 for 2. Nobody else has taken free throws tonight for Bryan. 6.8 remaining. Bryan does have a timeout if they can't inbounds it here immediately. If they would get close to 5, it'll be Carter Brown to throw it in. Brown on the baseline. He gets the baseline. Edgerton not going to guard the inbound. Sanchez will play center field. Brown gets it into Harold. Harold is fouled by Herman just as he was releasing a pass. That's 4 on Herman, and this is who Bryan wants on the line. 5.5 seconds remaining. Now, if Harold hits both, do you foul if you're Bryan? I'm in the camp of fouling. I don't want them taking a 3 at all. First one is up, is good. He's hit 3 in a row, make that 4 in a row overall. And Edgerton, wow, Edgerton's going to use their last timeout right here. 31-29. They have no timeouts now remaining. So it's going to rest on whatever happens in the exchange here. Edgerton powerless to stop the clock. If Harold hits, do you consider giving that foul? I know you're going to send him to the line for 2, but maybe get that foul near midcourt after a couple of seconds are off the clock. Two schools of thought on that one. You don't see it a ton at the high school level, the fouls being given. You do some occasionally, but not on a consistent basis, maybe more like college hoops and the NBA. I don't want Edgerton to take any kind of a three if Harold hits this one. We'll see what Brock Homeyer's thoughts are. 5.5 seconds. One more free throw for Harold. He has 13 to lead all scorers. It's a 31-29 advantage. Bryan in front. Second one. Short. Rebound Edgerton. 2 to tie. 3 for the win. 2, 1. Krantz for the win. No! Hit the front iron. High left side at the volleyball spiking line. And the Bears hang on for a 31-29 win here tonight. Sit tight. Lots to break down as we wrap up coverage tonight on opening night on B-Rock Sports.
Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer has some exciting news. Not only has Peltz been bringing you the finest in building materials for generations, now they have a new website with a huge selection of items for you to browse right at your fingertips and in your own home. Just go to peltzlumber.com and hit the products button, and there it is. Tools, hardware, lumberyard and building materials, windows, doors, kitchen and bath. Check out the items you need and the prices, and stop by the store in Montpelier or Pioneer, or give them a call at 419-485-3059. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
I'm here at Fackler Monument in Montpelier, Ohio, with Sierra and Paul Rory Jr., the new owners. But really, Paul, your family has been serving the area for a long time.
That's right, Tim. We're the third generation, and it all started with my Grandpa George.
Paul, many people are being cremated. Are there memorial options for cremation?
Many people still choose a headstone in which the ashes are placed under the monument and sealed within the stone. There's cremation benches where the ashes are placed in the legs of the bench, and there's also columbariums.
So, Sierra, there are many shapes and styles to choose from, whether a traditional burial or cremation?
That's right, and we understand that it can be a little overwhelming. That's why it's important to come talk to us so that we can guide you with our experience to help you pre-plan. Our experienced team realizes that it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to come visit with us as part of your pre-planning.
Go online to facklermonument.com to see what we have to offer.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com.
Fall is a great time to work on your home. Is your home well insulated? Field Supply Center in Blakesley is now stocking the Attic Cat and the Pro Cap blown insulation system. Forget about the dust from the old blown insulation. Attic Cat is the new clean way to insulate your walls and attic. Field Supply Center also offers CertainTeed Landmark shingles, one of the best shingles for your roof. Now is the time to take care of your home. Whether you need insulation, shingles, siding, or window, make Field Supply in Blakesley your first stop.
Welcome back out here in this one as Edgerton and Bryan go to the wire. And the final tonight, 31-29, Bears with the win. Sam Harold leads the way with 13. Carter Dominic, 7. Jace Kepler, 6. 2 for Maddox Langander, for 2 for Gavin Jessing, and 1 for Dylan Koenig. Leading the way for Edgerton, Corey Herman finishes with a team-high 11. Scotty Krantz scored 8. Joel Walkup with 5. Kellen Sanchez, 3. Maddox Baker, 1. And Caden Knerk with 1. Shooting the basketball, tough sledding all night for both teams. Bryan ends the night 12 of 38 from the field, 0 of 7 from the three-point line. Edgerton 9 for 32 shooting tonight, 4 of 17 from deep. Edgerton 7 of 12 at the foul line. Bryan 7 of 15 shooting free throws tonight. Turnovers, 13 for the Bears, 10 for Edgerton. Bryan, though, ends up dominating the glass overall, 34 20-21, the rebounding edge. All of that adding up tonight to a win tonight, and our best one tire and service best play of the night, a defensive stop late, and then a rebound for Bryan to close things out in this one. And they survive a heave by Scotty Krantz that would have won it for Edgerton from about, 25, 28 feet deep here at the end of this one. With a win, Bryan 1-0. They'll host Tenora tomorrow night. Edgerton starts the year 0-1. They'll be at Archibald on Thursday. That'll do it. Thanks to Keith Merrillet here at Edgerton, as well as our coaches for their time in the pregame show tonight. And that was Brett Grieser and Brock Homeyer. Next broadcast Tuesday night, girls basketball, Eden at Stryker. Have a great rest of your weekend. This has been high school basketball coverage on V-Rock Sports. So long, everybody.